I've never done anything like this before, so I don't know. It's different for sure. I'm used to being the person behind the camera, not so much the one that's in focus. I wanted to start recording and kind of documenting my life right now because I'm in a weird time where it seems like, I don't know, it just kind of seems like I'm in a part of life where there's so many different things going on, so many different decisions to be made, so many different aspects of life that are being focused on and questioned and tampered with, that like I want to be able to look back on this 6 months from now or a year from now and be like, remember how difficult that was? Remember how crazy it seemed? You made it. So I'm first gonna start out with just giving like an outline of what my summer entailed, what I did, the key points of really what made my summer so amazing yet so not amazing at the same time, because this has by far been the craziest 3 months of my life. I've never felt so happy yet so confused, so sure of myself yet so incredibly lost in what I'm doing, so fulfilled and so loved but so alone at the same time. And it's definitely been conflicting. It's definitely been something that I've struggled to balance and figure out and maneuver. I mean, even now, like, I'm currently in Louisiana. It's September 5th. September 3rd, I was in Oklahoma. I don't know where I'll be at the end of the week. I don't know what I'm doing tomorrow. I don't have a plan right now, and that's terrifying to me because I'm someone who is very detail oriented and plans out everything. So being this unsure in the moment really doesn't make me feel too good. So anyways, I made lists of my summer stuff because I didn't want to forget anything. It's just like key points for each month. So I'm gonna go over those and like try to talk about it kind of quickly so that way they're addressed, but at the same time, I don't want to spend an hour going down some huge long story for each event. So I'm gonna start back in May. I graduated high school May 7th, which that in itself was just so crazy because I never thought I'd be alive to finish high school, much less like actually graduate. Looking back 3 years ago, I didn't think that I'd be alive to finish school. So graduating to me was a huge, huge deal. I graduated May 7th here in West Monroe. I got into a relationship May 11th with someone who I had really only known at the time for like 2 weeks. It kind of came out of absolutely nowhere. It caused a lot of chaos in my life because it just started in a very bad way on my part. But that happened. May 16th, I turned 18 and I got my 3rd tattoo. It's not really like a huge deal, but it's something that is on my body forever, so there's that. May 23rd, it was 2 o'clock in the morning, May 23rd, and in 30 minutes, I decided to pack up everything I owned and move to Oklahoma from Louisiana. I'm from Oklahoma, but I'd been in Louisiana for 3 years at that time, so I just packed up my whole car and left in the middle of the night with the guy that I'd only been dating at the time for 3 weeks. So that was something. I I moved in with my Uncle CJ there, and I stayed with him for a while. And then June 18th, so from May 23rd to June 18th, I was living at my Uncle CJ's house in my hometown. And June 18th, I got a job as a 911 dispatcher in my hometown for Okmulgee County. And I've never ever thought that I would be in that field, never considered it, never thought about it. I just knew that I needed a job if I was going to get a place to live and not mooch off my uncle forever. So the job was open, I applied, didn't think anything of it, just it was a thing to work. There was a place to work for the meantime. June 29th, me and the guy who I had been dating at that point for a month broke up. I knew that was gonna come, like I knew that was gonna happen. But yeah, so we broke up. He came back to Louisiana, and the next day I got the set of keys to my very first house by myself. It was a 1-bedroom house in Henrietta, which is a town away from my hometown, like a town over. It's a 15-minute drive from where my job was. I ended up loving my job more than anything. I will never love a job as much as I love that one. I never expected to even care about that field, but I became super passionate about it, and I loved it. I loved every person that I worked with. I loved every one of the officers that I was dispatching for. I just overall, it was the best experience, and I'm so thankful that I got that job out of every place that I could have ended up working. So yeah, now we're in July. July 1st, I moved into my house on my own. My very best friend, Gavin, I've been friends with him since freshman year, but I've known him since 6th grade. He came back into my life because obviously when I was here in Louisiana, I didn't see him at all. So I got reunited with him July 1st, and I moved back into my new home. July 11th, I spent the day with my sister Zoe. That was the six-month mark, the 6-month mark of when my stepdad passed away. So I just wanted to spend the day with her and just kind of be happy and do something crazy and spontaneous and just like experience life in the moment, because I know that's what he would have wanted us to do rather than just mope around all day and be upset. So yeah, July 15th, I got to see my best friend Whitney again for the first time in 3 years. And I got to finally meet my niece, her daughter. Her name is Adeline. She was born while I was here in Louisiana. So I've seen pictures of her, but I finally got to hold her and it was the best thing. Like I'm not a mom, obviously, but I've never known, like, I held her, and within 2 seconds of holding her, I was wholeheartedly in love. She had me wrapped around her finger. I will do anything she ever wants me to do. I never thought I could love a human being that fast and that much, but then I met Adeline. July 18th, I got a bunny because, I don't know, why not, I guess. I actually rescued it from some people that were definitely not taking care of it. They had basically abandoned it. So I took it in and took care of it. His name is Oliver, and he's adorable. July 24th, it was a hard day for sure. Like I said, I was super happy this summer, but at the same time, I'd never been more lost and more upset. So July 24th, I kind of had like this breakdown moment where I just questioned everything that was going on in my life, wondered like, am I doing the right thing? Am I in the right place? Am I talking to the right people? Who am I? Who do I want to be? What am I doing? Where do I want to go from here? What path am I going to go on? Like, just kind of broke down and just didn't really know what I was doing. Kind of was questioning everything, not knowing if I was making the right decisions for myself, and just overall terrified because, like, I realized you're an adult now, Haven. You have your own house. You have an adult job. What's next? Where are you going from here? Are you going to go to school in a month? Are you going to stay in Oklahoma? Are you going to go to Louisiana? Or are you going to transfer schools if you do go to school? What is your plan? And that was really difficult. I'm not going to get super detailed about it, but it was the first time in a long time that I've had any thoughts about self-harm. I had a problem with that for a long time, for like 6 years. I haven't done it since September 17th of 2016, and I still haven't done it to this day, but I'm not gonna lie, I want to be honest in this and like document it. I genuinely like considered something like that in that moment, and that was really scary. So, I mean, I made it through that night, thank God. Praise him for sure. I would not have made it out of there without him, but it was something that happened. So then July 28th, I met a person. Yeah, I don't have much to say about that at the moment. It's just a good friend. I'm really thankful for her. Yeah. July 29th, I had a photo shoot, and I hadn't had a photo shoot in a long time. So that like upped my confidence a bit. It was really fun. The photographer could not have been better. I'm in love with their work and their personality. They're just overall a really good person, and it was just so much fun. It was just like a minor experience, but it was a fun thing, and I want to remember it. So now we're in August. I have a lot of notes. August 3rd, I got another tattoo, and I spent the weekend with my best friend Whitney, her husband Aiden, their daughter Adeline, and my friend Tyler, all in Pryor, Oklahoma. That's where Whitney's apartment is. And that was a lot of fun. I hadn't been with all of them together in one room in 5 years, so going back to that was a lot of fun because I experienced such a difficult time. Like, I was in foster care when I saw them last. I was going through all these crazy changes, and like, here I am again going through all these crazy changes of moving and experiencing life and being on my own. So it was really nice to meet up with my old friends and like experience that immaturity and like the childish laughter we had, and make new memories and go over old ones and just kind of catch up. It was nostalgic, and I just really appreciated that. August 5th, sorry, that was my air freshener. August 5th, I met another friend that I don't want to say much about because I don't know. Not everything needs to be said. I know what I'm talking about, and I'll remember when I watch this later, so. Yeah, I met another friend. Friends are good to have. August 7th, an old friend from senior year came back into my life. I never thought I'd ever have contact with this human being again, so it was really shocking, but I'm happy about it. Like I said, it's not a huge ordeal, but it's just something I want to remember, I guess, looking back, so that happened. August 18th, I FaceTimed my mom and dad here in Louisiana, and had another breakdown moment where I was just like, I don't know what I'm doing. Am I making the right decisions? Am I supposed to be here? Where does God want me to be? What do I need to do from here? Where am I going? What's next for me? I'm 18 now. I have to make adult decisions, like freaking out. Just a little moment of craziness. Those are necessary sometimes. They're not always fun, but I think they definitely help sometimes. So that's something. August 30th, I just skipped some. Yeah. August 18th is when I had that moment with them and like kind of questioned everything I was doing. And in that moment, I like decided, okay, maybe going back to Louisiana is what I need to do for the time being. Even if it's not long-term, even if it is long-term, mentally right now, I just need to figure some things out, and I need some guidance, and I know that my parents in Louisiana can help with that. So in that moment, I was like, I'm going back to Louisiana. Don't know for how long, don't know what's gonna happen, but I know that's what's going on right now. August 30th, I got my second bunny. She's a female, her name is Tess. I bought her from an old friend, or an old college old school friend that just needed to get rid of her for whatever reason, so I bought her because I'm an animal freak and I wanted another one. She's huge and I love her so much. I'm saying a lot. Oh well. August 31st was my last day at the dispatching job for Okmulgee County. It was really bittersweet because I was happy that I was coming home and seeing my parents for once, because I obviously didn't say bye in the hour that I packed up my car and left. But I was sad that I was leaving because, like I said, I adored that job. I adored every person that worked there. I'm very thankful for that experience. I will never have a bad thing to say about working there. So it was sad to leave, but you know, some chapters close. Yeah. Some books close, some chapters end. Who knows? Whatever, you know what I mean. Yeah. I put at the end of like August like a random list. The friend that I met at the end of July and I got really close during August. So all throughout August I was hanging out with them and like hanging out and making memories. And that was really fun. In September 1st, I went to the Henrietta Carnival with my sister Zoe and spent some time with her. Whitney, Adeline, and Aiden were there, and so was Tyler. And that was a lot of fun. And then I went camping that weekend, so September 1st was a Saturday. September 1st and 2nd, I stayed and camped with Whitney and all of her family. And I love her family like they're my own. Like she's my best friend and has been for 5 years, and that family has adopted me since day one, and they will always be my second family. I love them more than life itself. So I went camping with them, and that was so much fun because I'd never been camping before. And it was like, I went camping, and it was the end of my summer, and I know I'm moving, and it was my best friends, and we just like hung out and laughed and made memories, and it was so much fun to just be surrounded by so many people that I love and had missed for such a long time. And then September 3rd, I got in my car and I drove here, and now I'm here. I mean, I've had a lot of, between the 18th of August when I decided to come home and the 3rd when I got here, there was about 72 times where I was like, I'm staying in Oklahoma, I'm going to Louisiana. I want to be in Oklahoma, but I need to go to Louisiana. What am I doing? I want to be here, I need to be here. And questioning and trying to figure out what I'm doing. But as of right now, I'm in Louisiana. I don't know what's next. I'm still trying to figure that out. I don't know where I'll be in a week. I don't know what job I'll have, where my path will take me, but I know that right now I am trying to get mentally more stable and emotionally more stable and try to figure out that path so that I am better equipped when I start on it. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I'm nervous and I'm scared and I'm sad to be here, but at the same time I'm happy. And I'm sad to not be in Louisiana, but at the same time I'm proud of myself for realizing like, you're not emotionally doing the best right now and you could be better mentally. So we're gonna hopefully solve those things, and it's not gonna be easy, and it's gonna be scary, and it's gonna be sad, and it's gonna be chaotic, but it's what I think I need to be doing right now. So that's where I am. I'll probably be making more of these videos just to kind of document my growth in my life and as I'm figuring out what's next for me. But I don't know, I think it's important that even if this isn't the most upbeat, most positive time of my life, that I have this to look back on, because I know a lot of growth is coming, and I know a lot of answers are coming, and changes and plans are gonna be made. So I would like to have this to remember, like, you're so sad right now, Haven, and you're so not okay, but you're gonna be okay. And that hopefully the next time you watch this, you'll have more clarity and more peace of mind and more direction. Yeah, that's all.